I call them in for Blacktown.
Thank you, Speaker. Just wish to update the House that on Monday we had the Western Sydney Diabetes Forum and forming an alliance to beat diabetes in the Blacktown area. A whole heap of community leaders and probably in this modern era, I suppose they call them influencers. There's about 123 of them.
If you were there.
I was there, I was even on the panel. Thank you, Minister. There was 123 influencers, which was a pre-launch to the campaign, because to make any campaign in losing weight in any area, you need to get really community support. Lots of people talk about it and then nothing happens. But to a large extent, we understand that by losing 2 kilos has a massive impact on the potential to reduce your exposure to diabetes. And research shows that by losing 2 kilos, there's a 30% less chance of you getting diabetes. And unfortunately, Western Sydney is a hotspot for diabetes. So therefore, mobilising key stakeholders and their community was the best way to bring people together to talk about the potential of losing 2 kilos and what are the different aspects of it and how to do it, and by bringing them together. So we had co-chairs, Ray Mason, who is the CEO of Went West, the primary health network, and they've got obviously probably up to 1,000 medical clinics that want to be part of it. And the great Jim Taggart, OAM, who else can actually conduct these forums, is a man about town, involved with live community organisations right across Sydney, and is a great talker. More than anyone in this chamber, I reckon. But to a large extent, we had guest speakers there. We had Graham Buzz Bitstrup, who's the CEO of Uncle Jimmy's Thumb Up app. So if you look up Uncle Jimmy's Thumb Up app, it actually gives you, it was designed mainly in the Aboriginal community to start with, but it can go anywhere. Gives you the thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, that if it's good. The food, you just plug it in or barcode the scan. Gives you the reasonable sign, a sideways thumb if it's not that good, and the thumbs down if you shouldn't be eating that food. So it's a simple app. Most of my food would probably be the thumbs down. But I've got to also say, Mr. Speaker, it was actually a great thrill to have a live cross from Parliament House into our forum there at the Blacktown Workers Club with the Health Minister, Ryan Park. Was able to squeeze us in for about 15 minutes before he went off to his cabinet meeting. And to have a person like Minister Ryan Park enthusiastically talking about government initiatives, but actually infusing everyone in that room to come together, and for him to be there, I know with his busy schedule, was actually a highlight of the event as well. Janine Dawson, who's part of the Western Sydney Diabetes, the Prevention Manager, Richard Alcock, the Chair of the Western Sydney Local Health District Board, as well as the acting Western Sydney Health District Board District was there, Dr. Rebecca Nogasji. The forum panellists were great. You had Hugh McDermott talking about his life experience, how he lost about 15 kilos. Probably during COVID put it back on, but anyway, we won't, well, now that's on the record, isn't it? But I'm in trouble. Simon Graham. It was Simon Graham, he'll be doing a response later. Simon Graham representing the CEO of Morgan Stewart. I've got to say, the Blacktown Workers Club have done a wonderful job there, putting in $500,000 over the next 5 years with their Healthy Care program. Dr. Sanifi Silim, who's from the GP at the Bridgeview Medical Centre at Toongabbie, have also taken a leading role as a local GP clinic, doing information sessions, clinics, healthy living and cooking demonstrations. Mark Scott from Novo Nordisk Australia, a pharmaceutical company that's putting a lot of money in supporting these prevention programs. And you think pharmaceutical companies would want you to use their medicines, but they actually have a cities changing diabetes. And I notice the member for Castle Hill is here, but I want Blacktown to be the 41st city and the one in Australia, so we got a challenge. Is it going to be Blacktown or the Hills? I know you're on the Hills Council there, but they've established a really good network around the world. Rowan Clifford from the CEO of Diabetes Australia. But in the end, Mr. Speaker, if we don't, and we had Professor Glenn Maberly, what a world-leading medical doctor based in Western Sydney, goes around the world delivering studies and results. But if we don't come together and we don't deliver the outcomes, then we'll never beat diabetes. Thank you.
And